You could redecorate your home without spending a dime. And Leigh-Ann from Cityline is joining us this morning so we can find out how. I just want to do a little bit of a warning. I'm going to do something weird probably throughout this entire interview.
Oh, I like weird.
This. I'm probably just going to be feeling this rug.
You.
It's
weird
amazing.
Is good. Embrace the weird. And I often do with my designs, which is awesome.
Well, let's see.
Yeah, so because I love weird, I love a challenge. I always talk about great design on a budget, but I thought, what if your budget is zero? Because that's weird. Who has a budget of zero that can do anything with it?
You can.
I can. Well, I thought I wanted to test my theory that I could. So I started with a room in my house, and I have the before, which is kind of embarrassing.
It's the room where you just stick stuff.
The stuff room.
We all have one of those.
The stuff room. And this had obviously accumulated things that I no longer wanted anymore, but were still in amazing condition. So they weren't stuff that should go to the curb. Definitely they had new life in them. But the room was serving no functional purpose for me, and it was adding so much mental clutter aside from the physical clutter. So I decided to tackle the space, but I didn't have a budget to do it. So the way that I addressed it was I actually decided to sell everything I no longer wanted. I used the Kijiji app, which was great, and then with the money that I made from selling the items, I went back online and dove into the secondhand economy to buy fresh pieces that were used, but that I could DIY. And
I love it that you just said secondhand economy. That was amazing.
Well, and it is a thing. It's actually a thing. The average Canadian actually buying in the secondhand economy can save about $800 a year by buying used. And then if you just use a little bit of creativity to freshen the pieces up, you can make them your own. So I think we actually have an after. I don't know if it was shown.
No, it hasn't shown yet. We were waiting for the big reveal.
1 month.
Oh my gosh. What you didn't.
I did. Well, and the best part was, from selling all my items, I made $1,270 in 1 month.
Wow.
And took all of that money and repurposed it into the space. And actually, my challenge was to break even. I actually made $28.
So you got paid to redecorate your junk room.
I totally got paid to redo my space.
Let's take a look at some of the special, I mean, I start to see things like spray paint and I go, oh, I don't know if I can handle that. So what did you do with the spray paint?
Spray paint is a makeover in a can. So I actually found a table on Kijiji for $30, a cute little chrome table, which I thought was as cute as a button. The price tag totally fit my budget.
We've seen, though, if you thrift shop, you see those all the time.
Exactly, but I think what many people do is they overlook the piece because they're so fixated on the finish, which for me, chrome wasn't going to fit my aesthetic. But if you shop specifically for the shape and the size, just like this lamp. So a lot of people would overlook this. I picked up a pair of lamps
from my grandma.
Right. I picked up a pair of these, $5 for the pair.
Okay.
Not particularly fond of the finish, but the finish can easily be changed with something like spray paint. You just need to make sure that you're getting the right paint. So using something like a metal product like universal spray paint can go over the entire piece. And this is my after. And I went for something in a rose kind of copper finish here. And with a new shade, you bring that piece completely back to life.
You also did something pretty special with the chair. I saw in that after photo, and that's where this comes in.
So the chair was also a $30 find. Loved the shape and size. Loved that it was a chair and a half size, so very cozy. And to make it extra cozy, upholstered the seat with a faux fur rug.
So you just used a glue gun to get it on?
That's actually a staple gun.
Oh, it's a staple gun. I thought it was like a super glue gun.
Staple gun. And then,
now you know my crafting abilities.
We'll get to there. We'll get to there. And then in terms of paint, using a chalked paint. I don't know if you've ever used chalk paint before.
I've heard it's incredible.
You don't need to prime. It dries super duper fast, and you've got a selection of great colors. I did it in this really cute blush rose color, the blush pink, and it just added a nice feminine touch, but it was all about the faux rug. And I think repurposing the purpose of items so the rug can easily become upholstery if you start with inspiration and think outside the box for tackling your project.
Well, Leigh-Ann from Cityline, thank you so much for joining us here on the West Coast. I know you're from Toronto, but you're in town for a special occasion.
I'm here for the Fall Home Show happening this weekend, and I'm going to be on stage tomorrow, Friday at 3 p.m. and Saturday at 6 p.m. talking about great budget, look for less ideas.
Amazing. Hashtag thrift shop, thrift shop economy.
You got
Love it. Thank you so much. It was really great to meet you and have you on BT.